So my background is I'm a school teacher, and so we really like to empower people through educating them on the crystal singing bowls and other sound healing instruments, especially through running sound healing teacher training so they can learn how to safely and effectively facilitate sound baths for others. I quickly learned when I had a sound bath from one of my teachers that there is nothing compared to CrystalTones, Alchemy Crystal Singing Bowls. Once you have a sound bath with those, the difference is night and day.
Being that we're a sound and yoga studio, we have over 25 classes a week. And so it could be used just at the end of a class for Shavasana, maybe it's just 1 or 2 bowls, or in our larger sound bath classes, it could be a broad range of crystal singing bowls. Every class is a little bit different, but the most important part is just making sure the space is very comfortable, everyone feels very safe together. And then the sound and the bowls just do the work on their own.
And it's nice that we have a variety of bowls so we can create different sounds based on kind of the energy, right? If we're wanting to uplift and energize, maybe it's a little bit more harmonic. If we're trying to break up stuck energy and there's some darkness, maybe a little bit of the binaurals to start with.
But our members, they come back day in and day out. And if we think of our body as an instrument, and every day it's a little bit different tune, we wake up feeling a little bit differently. Our members come back to the studio, I could play the same exact set the next day, and it interacts with their own cellular body completely differently. We watch people come in, maybe a little stressed, a little frazzled, and then they walk out floating, feeling joyful, feeling happy. So not to share any, cured cancer or broken bones, but when people are coming back consistently, I think is already a miracle story as it is.
The level of energy and of presence and of consciousness in the CrystalTones bowls is just unmatched. So that's all I use. Yeah, actually the musical part has been really helpful because I taught music theory and I taught voice lessons at the university, conducted choirs and orchestra. So everything is very natural for me and very intuitive. I don't need to think about or look at a chart for what notes will play together, or even how to combine pluses and minuses that are near enough each other to make certain sonorities, chords, tonalities. That's all very intuitive for me. So what it has been for me, music was my first life. I was a professional singer, classical soprano, conductor, all that stuff, teacher. And it's blended the healing work with the art of music. And so it's just this most satisfying thing. The only thing I'm interested in doing now with music is this work. And the bowls are instrumental for that. At one point I did an experiment. I actually wanted to see what could happen because I didn't want to just say, well, these bowls can do this or this sound can do that. So I did a thing, I called it on target transformational toning and sound, meaning they could send in a request. I would make a track for them with bowls, and the voice. And then I asked them just listen to it for 2 weeks and tell me what happens. Okay, so one of my favorites was there was a woman who had had surgery for a blocked artery on her leg. And she didn't want to take the prescription medicine that the doctor recommended. And she had this wonderful doctor who could measure the elasticity, the flow, the constrictive value, all these wonderful things in her arteries. So she listened to her track for 2 weeks, came back and had those tests again, and every single measure was 35 to 55% improved over 2 weeks.